Now on Facebook Live and RadioBuzz.com, this is the incredible hypnotist, Richard Parker.
Hey everybody, it's Richard Parker, the incredible hypnotist. How are you all doing? Good to see each and every one of you, and welcome to the show. We are in episode 4. Chris, can you believe we survived till the 4th episode and we're still talking to each other?
This is great.
Oh my gosh. Hey, listen, welcome to the show. If you've not seen it before, let's just cover a couple of things that we're going to cover. Obviously, you guys are going to get your world famous smart bombs delivered to you real soon. You can ask any questions at any time. There is no sort of major rules to the show, but we are going to finish at the 30-minute mark. Don't forget, you can sponsor the show. We are going big. We're going 10x. We're going huge. So we want to thank our sponsors so far, Smash Media, the National Entertainment Group, Chris at Radio Buzzed, and we're just growing. We've got a lot of things going on and a lot of things happening in the future and that we're going to cover. But we're going to cover smart bombs. We're going to cover the mindset and how to create some buzz in your business. In fact, even if you don't have a business, it doesn't really matter. You're selling yourself anyway. And we're going to cover a little bit about some of you guys. I know you still have a traditional job. You know, you're working for somebody else, which is okay, but you have to get up, brush your teeth, make your bed, get to work for the man, and not get paid much, go home, fall asleep, do the same again, feed the kids because you forgot to, feed the dog because you didn't get round to it, you know, and then do the same again and then live for the weekend. And then the weekend comes and then you got to do all the other chores. Then you need brake pads on your car. Then you need, you know, on it goes. So I'm going to teach you some of the mindset shifts that you can adopt to help you feel better, man. And just to help you get on there and start working for yourself. So some of the things we'll see, obviously, I'm obsessed with my business, my career, and with selling, because if you're not obsessed, nobody else cares, right? Nobody else will be obsessed about your business unless you're obsessed about your own business and your own growth. Feel free to ask questions, but of course, there's no negativity allowed during this show. And I'm not going to sell you anything. I'm just going to do it afterwards. So that's what I'm going to do. Flash that one back up again, Chris. I missed that comment right there. Tip. Buy a new car. Actually, you know what? I was talking about buying a new car, and David said that. I was looking at a new, how do you Americans say Porsche? Is it Porsche or Porsche? Porsche is a car, right? Porsche. Anyways,
Porsche.
Porsche, you say Porsche, right? So I was looking at a Porsche the other day, that just a sports car, and I was actually going to put on the back of the sports car, Young Hustler. But then I thought, well, what if they see me, you know, with the top down, and they'll realize that I'm turning 50 this year. It's just nuts. 50 years old this year. Anyways, here we go. Then we're going to get on with it. A couple of things that are happening in the future is I'm looking for a camera guy, camera woman, or cameraman to come on the road with me for at least 6 months. That's a long time. We've got a new project going on, 6 months to a year. I'll give you accommodation in Florida. You can come down. You can basically live for free. We're going to be going to California, Idaho, Wyoming, Montana, all kinds of different places. And I basically need a person with me to document the journey. Fingers crossed, we could be on a national talk show here soon, and you would come into the studio for that one. When I say national talk show, this is one of the biggest ones on one of the channels. Can't say any more than that. It's bigger than the Late Late Show with James Corden, so it's going to be awesome. Joy says, live with you. Yeah, you'll live with me. Just don't bring the husband. Because he's got to look after the house in Michigan. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Basically, you'd be living on my property. I've got 5 acres. You'd have a lot of fun. So anyway, so a couple of you guys might have been aware that we had a stage hypnosis training a couple of weeks ago. That actual website is now live. I've got like 100 and something videos on how to be a hypnotist. If you want to learn hypnosis, there is an online class. I can't remember what the URL is, but it's if you're interested in learning hypnosis and you couldn't get down to the last program, you can learn it online. I think it's like, I don't even think it's more than $300. It's a no-brainer to learn hypnosis. I see Gary Howe's in the house. I want to say happy birthday to the old bastard over in England. He was in the former regiment with me. Happy birthday, brother. I saw your birthday cake the other day. You're not looking a day younger than 60, my friend. Just kidding. So anyhow, let's move on to the smart bombs. We've got that smart bomb there, Chris. We're going to get into it. Boom, selector. All right, so we're going to be talking about creating buzz. We're going to be talking about smart bombs, new trends, and new hype. So whatever it is that you're doing, whether you've been in business for a long time or a short time, one of the things that I'm always very keen on doing in my whatever it is that my businesses are is creating the buzz, right? So how do you create the buzz when you've got no buzz? So I'm going to take you through the steps of how to create some buzz. One of the ways is by creating a new trend. It's like thinking outside the box. And there's a website called buzzfeed.com. If you go to buzzfeed.com, you'll see some of the trending things that are happening sort of online that people are generally interested in. So you can do a couple of search terms in there to get the general buzz. For example, one of the general buzzes right now is the royal wedding in England is taking place on May 19th, I believe it is. Huge amount of buzz going on. Is she pregnant? Isn't she pregnant? Whole bunch of buzz. The other princess is going to have a baby anytime soon. She's going to use hypnosis for hypnobirthing. So it stands to reason if you're in the business of hypnosis, some of the buzz and some of the new trends that you would follow is maybe reducing stress for a new bride using hypnosis, or somehow tapping into the wedding market because everybody's talking about weddings in the spring. So get in ahead of the curve. So, for example, I recorded an MP3 the other day, which is how to reduce stress and remove the feeling of being a bridezilla. I know that's going to do very well because I'm tapping it onto the end of what's currently trending. Two other sites you can go to is Google Trends and YouTube Trends. If you just type in the word trending, you're going to get a whole bunch of ideas about how to sort of grow and build your brand or your business. Whatever it is you sell, it doesn't matter. It's actually tapping into something that actually everybody's talking about, right? And the thing is, don't tap in on the negative. So don't tap in on something like Me Too or remove all our guns or let's destroy the Armalite AR-15 or whatever it is. You want to tap in onto something positive, like if a celebrity lost a significant amount of weight, then tap into that. And the way to do that is create the hype. The way you create the hype is generate a blog post. Anybody can generate a blog post. If you guys don't have a website, some of you guys don't have a website, you're just starting out, just go to blogspot.com or blogger.com. It's absolutely free. Just give your blog a name. You know, you could call it, I don't know, howtomilkacow.blogspot.com. You could call it whatever you wanted to. And you get it absolutely free. And you just talk about something that's trending. And if you do that, Google picks it up as a level of interest that's actually people are talking about. And all of a sudden your website ranks higher. When I say website, it could just be your blog post ranks higher. And then all of a sudden you start to build momentum, some hype, some buzz. Get a guest blogger to blog on this blog or go on somebody else's blog. So if you're the expert at reducing somebody's stress prior to a wedding, don't forget you've tapped into the gold mine because this year is one of the biggest weddings on the planet is taking place in May. You tap into that and then you become a guest blogging on other people's websites like theknot.com, Wedding Wire, maybe Wedding DJs, and you start to become the authority on that niche, which is stress-free weddings, right? Then you can do a podcast like what we're doing now. Very simple. You can contact Chris. He can hook you up. Then you want to do a video. So we're capturing this on video. For example, we're going to repurpose it to YouTube, to Facebook, Instagram, and everywhere else. So now you're repurposing your content. And what you end up doing is starting to grow the brand of whatever it is you want to talk about. Now, you might be sitting there thinking, but I'm not in the hypnosis industry. But it really doesn't matter. If you've come across something that's trending on Google Trends or BuzzFeed that you feel that you can talk about in any capacity, then you just start writing the blog free and then just post it up there. Why am I saying this? So that you can make money, and so that you don't have to work in a job and you can have a passive income. Because after all, you want to find out who's got your money right there. Now, that's a big smart bomb. So do me a favor, no matter what your industry is or your business, whether it's hypnosis or otherwise, go to buzzfeed.com or Google Trending, find something topical that's happening in the next sort of 6 to 12 weeks that you know is going to be a huge discussion point? Don't just pick on Donald Trump like everybody else. Find something that's trending, that's positive. A couple of years ago, it was the weight loss girdle by the Kardashians were wearing these weight loss girdles. I managed to get on a TV show talking about the power of the mind and weight loss girdles. So that's an example. I just leveraged a trend. Once you've done that, you can almost become a celebrity in your niche very quickly, because now you're getting authority. You've got a blog. You've been given a guest blog. You've done a podcast. You've done a video. You've been invited to write an article on a magazine. And then all of a sudden you got on your local television, and then you become a celebrity. Now, celebrity authority and status is perception and positioning. That is a smart bomb, my friends. You need a double boom, 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 boom. That's a smart bomb. My God. I'll say it one more time. Celebrity authority and status or status is perception and positioning. If you get this right and people see you as a celebrity or elevated status, you will make a ton more money than anybody else. Because after all, you don't want to follow those lazy old cows that are grazing in the field that are your competition like these. You don't want to follow what they're following. What a lot of people do is they just sell inside their niche. So hypnotists tend to want to sell to other hypnotists inside their niche, which is all well and good, selling courses and training programs and whatever. But you also want to sell outside your niche. And the way to do that is to find whatever's trending. So here we go. I'm going to read this off real quick. 6 secrets to building your brand and your persona with a little bit of a buzz is number one, write a book. I don't care how good you are at English or Spanish or whatever, write a book. You don't even have to write the book to write the book. All you have to do is go to Google Docs. You go to Google Docs, it's free, and you press record and you start talking into your cell phone. If your Google Docs is on your cell phone or on your laptop, you start talking and boom, all the typing starts appearing across the screen. And all of a sudden, you've now written a blog post. You copy and paste that blog post into a blog, which is free, and now you're building your authority. But every time you do a blog post, it's becoming a chapter of your book. If you do 12 blog posts, 1,000 words per blog post, theoretically, you could have 6 to 12 chapters of your book. Why would you want to write a book? You want to gain credibility and authority. You want to gain that sort of social edification. Why? Because if you get seen on TV or radio, or you go on television, or you become a featured artist in a magazine, you are going to sell a ton of whatever it is you're selling. Now, listen, it could be that you're just selling advice. It could be that you've become the self-professed expert, and there's nothing wrong with that, and you're just selling advice, because advice sells. You better believe it, Sylvia. This is valuable stuff that is making me crazy. Crazy. Oh, my God is right. It's the one-man guy right here giving you a smart bomb right now. Number 2. Once you've become a book author and you're writing your blogs and you're writing your guest posts and you're writing content for Google, they're going to recognize you as the best. And what's going to happen next is you're going to want to speak and sell. Remember that speak and spell? Think of that as speak and sell. So you've got your book, you speak and sell. What I mean by that is you go to all your animal groups, your Rotaries, your Lions, your Qantas groups, your ladies luncheon groups, your red hat groups, your this, that, and the other. There are hundreds in every single town. And you start speaking about what you wrote about. You just start speaking about what you wrote about. And then you sell them something at the end. What do you sell them? The book that you wrote earlier on. Your MP3, your CDs, your USB wristband, whatever it is. So all you do is you start speaking. Do you speak for a free lunch? Do you speak for free? Hell yeah. To start off with, hell yeah. Because what you're going to do is you're going to sell everything at the back of the room. Now you've got video and footage of you speaking to groups. You're going to take lots of photographs and video of the groups going, oh my God, it's amazing. And now you can then get paid to be on bigger stages. And now you can start commanding 5,000, 7,500, 15,000. If you don't believe me, contact Anthony Gailey. He built an entire business on speaking engagements. And what's he speaking about? What he's passionate about. He's speaking about hypnosis. He's making $100,000 plus every week, probably. I mean, There's big money in this. So number 2, speak and sell. Number three, coach, consult, and advise. Coach, consult, and advise. Right now, it's the number one business that I can think of is to coach, consult, and advise. I'll give you an example. I have 24 people signed up on my coaching program, which is the white glove marketing coaching program. They're all paying $200 a month. $200 a month times 24 people. I don't know what the math is on that, but it's residual income. Yes, I give them awesome content. Yes, I'm over delivering. I'm giving them the platforms to build websites, to make money, to create sales. But that's passive income. $200 every month is decent money in anyone's book. And all I'm doing is I'm coaching, I'm consulting, and I'm advising. I'm using my time to help other people, to lift them up, to give them results. Because success, my friends, is not only my duty, it's your damn duty too. So get off your ass, get off your butt, and make some money and be successful. Because somebody out there has got it. Now, I'm going to tell you something. There are buyers and there are sellers. Which one are you? Are you a buyer or are you a seller? Or are you both? If you're a buyer, keep buying, because the more you buy, the more you're helping the country and the more you're helping other people. And the more you're learning, thank you, my brother. Yeah, $57,000 by coaching, $57,600 by coaching before I've even left the house, before I even take my smoking jacket off. I mean, honestly, that's not bad. Why am I always on Facebook? Why do I have 54,000 fans on Facebook? Why do I join multiple groups? Because the money's in the list. The more people I touch, the more money I can make, the more I can maximize my income. Why? Because I only do things that generate revenue and income. Now, you're watching this thinking, well, how is he generating revenue and income? Well, I've already just kind of subsold you my white glove program. I've kind of subsold you the need to come on the Market and Ninja retreat. I've subsold you on buying into what I believe in. Because if you see what I see, we see it together. We both believe in it. I'm teaching you how to create products and services so you can sell them in high niche areas. How do you sell your products and services? You go on BuzzFeed, Google Trends. You see what people are searching. Listen, if 500 people a month are searching how to stop smoking, then it's not worth, there's no money in the niche. But if 18,000 people in your area are searching how to remove stress during wedding season, you follow the niche. It makes sense. You're going to make more sales, make more money, put a little bit of effort forward, and then you're going to help your kids, help your dog with food. You're going to feed them better than you can ever before because now you have more money to. So coach, consult, and advise. Number 4 is create products. Already covered that. Create products. Number 5, here's the big one I see, the big mistake I see with the cows grazing in the field. What they do is they create an amazing product. They create an amazing product. What they don't do is rinse and repeat. They don't rinse and repeat. Now, here's the thing, is like, it's like jab, jab, punch, jab, jab, punch. Gary Vaynerchuk doesn't just stop doing Facebook or blogs or whatever. He keeps jabbing at you, jabbing at you, jabbing at you, because he keeps, boom, punching you and bang, because he wants to keep front and center of your mind. I book a lot of hypnosis shows every year, more than most other hypnotists. I book a lot of shows. Why? I keep jabbing my clients. I keep nudging them, nudging them, nudging them, nudging them. All right, you don't want me this year. What about next year? Oh, you booked next year as well? What about 2020? What about, I'm always front and center of their mind. Never stop selling, because it's your duty to sell yourself, sell your business, sell your brand in a target niche rich area. Don't sell to something that has no money in it. Don't sell to a target niche that's poor, because you'll be poor. Target a niche that's rich. It just stands to reasons. Bang, right there. So replicate and automate, replicate and automate. Keep repeating what the success is. You're not going to get it right 100% of the time. You know, people that do Facebook ads are like, oh, it doesn't work. Oh, no, I spent $5 and I didn't get, spend $100. Spend $200. You've got to get your wallet out to go through the experience of success. You've got to literally sell or be sold. So all the time you're selling is all the time you're buying. So for the money I make, what, $57,000 a year for coaching really is nothing. I want to double that to 50, 60 people, because that's nothing. That's just the tip of the iceberg. But here's the thing is, I'm making that money, but I'll tell you, I'll spend $10,000 going to a convention just because I want to learn for 3 days from the best. And then that's a $10,000 convention that I'll go to every single day. I'll go. And then I come back and my people that are only spending $200 a month are getting all that knowledge and all that wisdom regurgitated. So they're getting high value, but I'm investing in myself. I am selling and I am being sold to. So never lose sight of the fact that you keep buying information and supplying information, buying and supplying. If you do that, I promise you'll never have to work for anybody else again. You'll be able just to work for yourself. You'll be able to wake up and just go to the office, which is in your house, and you'll be able to make more money than you're probably making right now. I promise you. Just stick to the system. Know what your story is. That's a smart bomb. Know what your story is. There are people that are watching this right now that truly know what their story is. They came from a journey of pain to passion, or pain to success, or pain to purpose. They came from somewhere to something. They were military or police or had cancer or suffered or, and then all of a sudden they were now arrived and now they were. Tell your story. If you have a story like you were the ex-mayor of a town like Mark Marshall, or you were poor and now you're rich, or you just had an alternative upbringing, tell your story, because stories sell more products. Stories sell more products. People buy based upon an emotion and justify it later with logic. I'm going to show you something. I got this card in the mail. It's from Annette, who's one of Richard's angels, hashtag Richard's angels. Here's a card in the mail that I got. With that card, I don't know if you can see this, is an awesome blanket. This awesome blanket, see if you can see this, is embroidered. You see that? It's got Richard's angels embroidered on there. It's got Incredible Hypnotist on it. It's got National Entertainment Group. Check this thing out. This came in the mail. This thing is amazing. It's got my regiment on it. Look at that. Royal Green Jackets. All embroidered. It came in the mail. It's fantastic. What happened is Annette sent this in the mail, right? She gave something to me not to get something in return. She gave to give and not give to get. She gave to give and not give to get. So if you give something to somebody, not expecting something in return, you actually blow your business up. So what she's just done is made me a lifelong customer of her brother, I think it is, his apparel company. I will never buy from anybody else ever again. If I need apparel, if I need T-shirts, if I need embroidery, I'm going to come to Annette's company, Annette's brother's company. Because of this gesture, she's made me a lifelong customer. So don't forget to give back to people, because you'll be rewarded tenfold down the line in the future. I don't know about you, but that's a smart bomb right there, Chris, man. I'm telling you right there. Here's one final smart bomb. I'll take a couple of questions, and then if you want me to continue, I can. But here's the thing is, if somebody doesn't buy from you, don't be discouraged, right? If you're selling your hypnosis show, or you're selling your clinical hypnotherapy services, or you're selling advertisement on a radio station like this, or sponsorship, don't get discouraged. Find out why they didn't buy from you. If somebody doesn't buy from me, I will ask them, why didn't you buy from me? It's not a confrontational question. I want to know why they didn't choose me. And you know what I've learned is, it's never because of price, and it's never because of content. It's always something else. It's like a third-party decision, or a change of date, or a complete change of direction. But always find out why they didn't buy it from you, because you'll get some useful feedback. Sometimes it might be wording or graphics that you're using on your website. Sometimes it just might be the way you did the sales pitch, or you tried to close them too early. But find out, because if you find out, you can obviously grow your business and sell more stuff. I'm going to show you two books that are really worth reading on the subject of sort of closing and exploding your business. The first one is by Grant Cardone, and it's called The 10X. I really recommend you read The 10X. And it doesn't matter if you don't have a business, or you don't have a product. But if you read this 10X rule, It's currently on Amazon. You're going to start reading that and you'll get so excited. You'll think you're a tiger from Nepal that wants to like tear things up. It will get you fired up because it got me fired up. So, and I am fired up. I'm fired up every day. And of course, the other one is How to Get from Passion to Profits. If you haven't got that yet, that's my book. It's like $20. That's going to teach you the mindset that we're talking about, creating the buzz, being the celebrity and the authority status, which is perception, growing big shoulders like a giant, going into a room with a presence. When people looked at me when I went to Roswell, New Mexico last week, I dressed on purpose like a rock star, even during the day. Like during the day, I could have worn my shorts and my T-shirt and I could have walked around the Alien Museum and spoke to a whole bunch of like weird people over in Roswell. But instead, I chose to walk around like a rock star and I got treated like one. People actually were like, wow, you must be an entertainer or a public speaker. I had one lady say, you must be on television. Well, really, all I did is I played up the brand. I decided to change the mindset of people that I was running into, and it changed their perception on who I was. And I started to get more attention and more focus. And that's what you need in your business or in your brand is more attention and more focus. If you don't have more attention and more focus, how can you sell anything? You can't sell yourself. You can't sell your products, your services, or your brand. Now, listen, on Facebook, Bragbook, on Bragbook, all we are simply doing on Bragbook is gaining respect. Think about it. When we post something, what is it to do? Oh, please like my post, comment on my post, share my post. Why are we doing it? It's not just to feel good, although it does feel good when people are liking your stuff. They're sending little like smileys and little love hearts. Makes you feel good. But in reality, why are we doing it? Why are we doing it? It's to get social edification, social proof. It's to help people think, wow, this must be worth listening to or watching. This must be important because other people like it. People only like what other people like. Think about it. People only like what other people like. If people say the movie sucks, you don't go. You don't even give it the benefit of the doubt. You just don't go. If the restaurant sucks and the first review on Yelp is negative, are you going to go? I found a cockroach in my salad. Hell no. It could be the best restaurant on the planet. We only buy and follow people that other people say are worth following or buying from. Therefore, you have to build your brand, and that's why you need to get more Facebook likes. That's why you need to build your Facebook fan page. That's why you need to do a blog, video, podcast. Then you get magazines, television, radio, and then people think, wow, you're a celebrity, which honestly is perception. But then you become a household brand. That is a boom right there. Wow, we're loading it up today, Chris. I'm fired up. I'm excited, but we have got 3 minutes left. But there's so many smart bombs. Who's writing stuff down right now? Type it in the comment box if you're making notes, if you've written something down, if you made a couple of notes, if you got just one smart bomb, just one golden nugget from some of the stuff we covered so far. If you just got one useful piece of advice on everything we just talked about and you're scribbling away on your notes, then let me know. Let me know that I'm on target. Let me know that you're getting good content. You know, type it in the comment box. If you're watching the replay, give me some feedback. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know if this is the kind of stuff you're enjoying. If you want us to cover something else or do something else, then let us know. If I'm somehow motivating you or just kind of touching you or giving you a little sense of inspiration, then just let me know because I'm fired up. This year is going to be a massive year for you and for me. This is 2018, my friends. We're not messing around anymore. We're taking our life and our career to a whole new level. I am maxing out on what I'm going to do. I'm going to 10x my business, my personal life, my professional life, and I'm not going to be stopped. I'm going to take my passion to success, and you can do it too. If I've inspired you to get off your ass and do something for yourself and for your family, for your future, not work for the man anymore, and get up and do something and have an impact, say hell yes. Because I'm telling you, it is available for each and every one of us right now to fire up our business, our life, 10x our careers, and really take this journey that we're all on to a whole new level. Tony Robbins wasn't born Tony Robbins. He had to grow his business. People say, oh, you're so lucky. Well, you know, luck is obviously when opportunity planning meets opportunity. But I've never met a lucky person. When people say somebody's a one-hit wonder, or they were a success overnight, like an overnight sensation, no, they weren't. Behind the scenes, they probably spent years actually putting in place a lot of work and a lot of time and a lot of sweat equity. Nobody becomes an overnight success. You have to work at it. You have to be due diligent, and you have to put the foundations in place to make yourself a success. So it doesn't happen overnight, but just start with blogging. Even if you just do one thing, get a free blog from Google, start writing down your notes, put it on Blogspot or blogger.com, and all of a sudden Google will go, wow, this is good. And all of a sudden it'll put it on page 1 of Google. So when somebody searches how to remove stress from a bride, all of a sudden you're connected to the princess in England who's getting married in May because it's gaining traction, and you're talking about the same subject, hypnobirthing, hypnosis for birth, painless birth. If you're not writing about that right now, then you're going to miss out. I wrote a website, a blog, and everything else in anticipation that this thing is going to hit. And when it hits, I'm ready. I've already, I've positioned myself so that I've written all my articles, all my blogs, my websites on hypnosis for birth, for painless birth, so that when the TV stations all start talking about it because the princess is pregnant in the UK and all the talk shows want somebody to talk about it, I'll be the authority on it. If you do the same, you'll be the authority on it. I'm telling you, the reason I'm telling you what I'm telling you is because 98% of people don't do what I do. That's the only reason I've got success, is that I'm relying on the fact that nobody takes action. People don't take action. But if you take action, action takers get rewarded. So I'm telling you. We got any comments, Chris? How are we doing over there, brother? Are you still alive?
We have comments that are all coming in, but
awesome.
looks like they're not showing on your screen there.
No, I'm not seeing anything on my end, so I don't know
but
why.
I'm showing them on the screen. A lot of folks are commenting in and love the show. Totally agree with everything you're saying, and you've totally inspired everyone.
Excellent. I was thinking for a second there I was just being ignored because I'm not seeing anything on my screen. I'm like, shit, is it bad? Am I really? Is it really that? Is it sucking that much? But I'll tell you, because I can't see the comments when we jump off this, we're gonna have to close in a minute. I will go and read them all and make some comments. Just some final thoughts. Our actions come from the way we think and feel. I just want you to remember that. Our actions come from the way we think and feel. So if you want to think and feel a success, or you want to think and feel a young hustler, I know it sounds funny, but the reason I show young hustler is because I'm 49 years old, but I feel like I'm 25. I feel like I'm a 25-year-old. The amount of work I put into a week, the amount of traveling I do, and the amount of sort of attention I put on life is a young hustler. People used to say to me, wow, you're always hustling. You're selling like paper rounds. You have a car washing business. You're teaching people how to wash cars at the age of 10. You're always hustling for a dollar. It's not really about the money because I've already made my money. It's not really about that. But if your mindset is young hustler and you're out there hustling and you're out there rinsing and repeating and you're out there building success, products, services, consulting, talking, coaching, advising, presenting information to Google and YouTube and Instagram, and you're out there being present and being frequent, you won't need to work for anybody else again because the money will follow. The money always follows passion. I have no idea what I earn on a yearly basis other than when I do my taxes, and it's actually horrific when I got to pay the tax, pay all the tax bills, But the thing is, I don't concentrate on that. Some people think I do, but I don't. I concentrate on doing what I know that works, rinsing and repeating, and showing up. I'm always frequent. I'm emailing. I'm doing videos. I'm doing everything, Facebook posts, going and doing shows, helping people with hypnosis. I'm doing everything because I keep showing up. So in your life, keep showing up. And you might bang your head against the wall a few times, but ultimately you'll get success if you just keep persistent and consistent. Persistency and consistency is the key. Persistency and consistency is frequency, just by showing up. That's the final SWAT bomb. We are having a good time on this show. I'm loving doing this. I'm loving doing these shows. I play it back. I stick it on YouTube. Me and Chris, we're talking about all kinds of good stuff. Don't forget, if you want to sponsor this show, we're going to give you a shout out to close to like 10,000 eyeballs on the show and some, and like 54,000 kind of followers. I mean, and it's super inexpensive to get your name on the front of what we're doing right now. So not only this, there are other radio stations that Chris is producing, other sort of channels that's got good content, good information. So if you like this, help us, support us in what we're doing. Give us some feedback. Like I just got a comment right there. Smash Media is sponsoring the show. They're seeing an increase in their ROI because they're getting leverage from this. People are watching this, and therefore they're getting business as a result of it. So if you want to sort of help out the show, I'll help you out as well. Oh, I'm getting the comments now. Got ready for some smart bombs. Says Tiffany, ready for some explosive smart bombs. Good to see you, Tiff. We are out of time. We're at 2:35. Final comment. Invest with intention. Invest with intention. Invest in yourself. And have purpose, have intention. If you're going to spend some money on buying a book, read the damn book. There's another book, Frank Kern, Being Magnetic. If you want to focus on your personality and draw people closer to you like magnets, then get the book by Frank Kern. But invest in yourself with intention. Don't buy a book and then not read it. I know you guys buy books and then you don't read them. You guys buy ebooks, you don't read it. You buy books, you don't read it. Read the damn book. Invest with intention, and you will get rewarded. A couple of things exciting happening this week. I have a whole bunch of shows that I'm going to be doing some video on. Especially, I got a couple in Phoenix, Arizona. I've got one happening for Passover. I have a couple of Jewish festivals where I'm doing some shows. Last time I hypnotized a rabbi, oh, good Lord, it was so much fun. So we have a bunch of shows coming up. Busy weekend ahead at Incredible Hypnotist headquarters, out to Phoenix, Arizona next week. And then after that, we're into graduation season where we're going to be doing like 46 high schools in the next month, I believe, month or so. 46 high schools, which actually will probably reach about, over 10,000 students. But what am I going to do? I'm going to sell to them. Why? Because I'm in the business of selling or be sold. I'm going to sell them because out of all those students, they've got daddy's credit card. And they want to buy my show, and I will make money twice. One for my show and one for the merch. One for my show, one for the merch. So, smart bomb alert. That's it. I make it. We're running over by 5 minutes. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to thank Chris. We'll see you next time around. Peace out, Facebook Live. I'm going to read all your comments. Take care, everybody.